Hey, so here is a quick guide to climbing Petit Piton on St. Lucia. So there's a couple things that'll be helpful to know before you jump into it. Here's the route, and as far as access goes, you can access it one of two ways. If you are on a boat and you're coming in through Sugar Beach, you can get a car all the way down to this dock and access it that way, and you drive up this really steep mountain road to this ridge line, and you can access it through the backside, or coming from the front, you would be starting in Soufrière here and driving in this way. So I think it's like 10 minutes coming from Sugar Beach and probably more like 15 to 20 coming in from Soufrière. But what you're looking for is a little shop that sits out here in the jungle. It's actually here, Piton Falls is where the guides sort of hang out. And Kid Adventure Tours, this is the guy I'm going to recommend. He's actually a pretty young dude, but like very patient, a great guide, really did a nice job, and he'll take very good care of you. Here's his number here. And, so he runs this sort of thing. My personal experience, I just rolled up blind, and there was a guy named the Mountain Goat, who you'll see in a video here, who climbed the whole thing barefoot. He was a very interesting character, but not super reliable when we try to use him again in the future. But Kid, I think, is like very reliable, and like I said, very patient, great guide, and you can't go wrong with him. So you'll come through the jungle either which way, and there's a parking lot here. And he labeled for the falls, because out here somewhere in the jungle there's like a warm springs waterfall that you can actually go swim in. They built some pools out here, and it's a really cool experience, like a cool down after the hike. But anyways, that's where it all starts from. And so you'll meet them and start walking down this road, and then the trailhead is here. You'll see this little shack. There's some Rastafarian people who live here, and they're going to ask for some sort of entrance fee when you come in. I can't remember off the top of my head how much it's going to be, but definitely have some cash available for these guys. I don't think it could be more than like 20 US, 15 or 20 US, I think, depending on how much they like you or like how big your group is. I don't know. Or if you even go early enough, there's a couple of people who have talked about just sneaking right past them if you're up before they are. So anyways, just be ready for that. And then, yeah, it's a pretty steep trail. You just go right into it, and you hike up. This is all pretty manageable, maybe a few ropes here and there. And then you get to this great viewpoint here. It's amazing. And then you get into the hard part. So there's a couple three tough spots. I mean, tough, like in quotes, where you've got big exposure, some really like janky looking jungly ropes that you're going to be climbing on, and some sort of like rock climbing moves where you're going up a chimney. And that's one of the best parts of the whole hike. But some people just hike up to this viewpoint and say that's enough and then go back. But yeah, if you want to get to the summit, you'll have to get through that sort of like 3 steps, and I'll show you a video of some of those moves so you know what you're getting into. But yeah, this view is absolutely worth the effort to get up there, and incredible. So I'll show you this from Strava just so you have some numbers here. About 2 miles, and I'm not sure how accurate that is because of the steepness of the terrain. I don't think it can do a very good job of tracking. But yeah, 45 minutes moving time, but look at the elapsed time, it's almost 4.5 hours. So you're not going fast through all this. That's from the summit. It's insane, like circular rainbow. That's the Mountain Goat. The view looking down at Grand Piton and Sugar Beach. And these are some of the ropes, just to give you an idea, like very piratey. And you're exposed like maybe 30 or 40 feet on some of these. So yeah, it definitely gets the adrenaline going. Yeah, so that's, let's see if I can add any more detail here. Yeah, that's the start point. Call Kid. I'll play you this little video I made in back in my Instagram days, so you have some visuals. Yeah, so there is. It's a little idea of how it all goes down. I'll put a phone number also in this thing for a guide for gross Piton, a guy named Hervey, who was rad and really helped us out if that's something you wanted to do as well. But Hervey came up Petit Piton with us as well, but it's not sort of like his daily gig. I think Kid's better for that. So, yeah, let me know if you have any questions at all. Hope you have such a good time out there. It's one of the best hikes that you can possibly do. And yeah, all the best. Cheers.